Hello, welcome to Parser. This video is intended to help you to solve the questions that you may have when you're trying to integrate Parser with an order fulfillment process. So probably you receive different orders from web forms, maybe different providers that you have that supply your products or your services to other customers, and you're looking to extract that information so different teams can have the information of your orders in the same place. For example, you receive orders for a specific product that includes name and telephone number, address in case you need to ship that information to a specific place, but you'd also have the description of the items inside of that order. So probably that information will go to different places, maybe to your finance team who needs to process the payment and maybe create a receipt for your customer. And maybe you need to send that information to another department that will be the shipping department, who will be the one who's going to pack all the information and process the shipping for your customer. And probably that information needs to be also be sent to your customer service department because they need to confirm to your customer the information that it's um, documented inside of the order, and probably they need to send updates about the shipping. So the good thing about this process is that we can help you to extract all the information you need and put it in a single place. So the first thing that we need to do is send that information to a new inbox inside of our account. We can modify the inbox settings, so we can change the inbox name to have more understanding about the use case that we are going to manage inside of that inbox, and we can also modify the inbox address. So once that part is done, we can save the changes. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's dive into the emails that we have in here. So when we click in the emails, we won't be able to see any parsed outputs because we haven't created any rules yet, but we will be able to see the email content. So we have here the email content, we have a new order from your campaign. In the first piece, we have the customer information, then we have the shipping information. We can extract the order details as well, and we have the order summary. We have a couple more, that is payment method and additional notes that might be relevant for a few teams more than another. So reviewing the other emails, we can see that all of them are coming in the same format and in the same order as well. That is important because we need to understand the email first before jumping and try to make rules and create rules. So seems like everything is pretty straightforward in here, so we can go ahead and start creating the rules. So let's click on the rules tab and let's click on add new rule. This will send us to our rule builder. We are going to choose the attribute that is the body plain HTML. And if we scroll down, we can see the preview of one of the emails, the one that we have selected as a sample. So when we review the information, we notice that this information is presented or listed in the same way the email was originally sent to Parser, which is great because it will help us to keep the same structure to start creating the rules. So the first piece of information that we need to extract is the customer information. Let's start working on this. So let's click on the green sign and let's review which category will help us to find information. So find content unique is our first choice for this one. And since the information is located between two titles, we can use this rule, find all text after. We can click on save. If we scroll down, we will see the content before and the content after. So my suggestion is always copy directly from the preview to the input to the input field, so we don't have any typing issues or typos in the input. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find all the information after customer information. I will copy it, paste this one, click on update, and the information that I have is all the information that is after this specific input. Now we are going to need to add a new rule step and find content you need. We are going to keep using this one, but we are going to use the next rule step that is called find all text before. We click on save. If we scroll down, we will see content before and content after. We copy the shipping address and we paste it. Now we have two pieces of information. We basically filtered all the information we don't need to start this first piece of information. So we need the name. Since the name it's always labeled as name, we can use a specific rule that will help us to find a line that is containing a specific piece of text. That will be the first one inside of this category, find rows containing certain text. Again, we can copy, paste it, click on update, and the system will send us this piece of information. So now we need the name. We don't need this piece of information. We don't need the spaces, the dash, the name between star signs, so we can add a new rule step to delete that information. We can use this one, search and replace, and we can paste the information we don't need, put it in here, and replace it with nothing. We can replace it with a number, with another sign that we need, maybe with a set of numbers and letters, but in this case we are going to leave it empty. We click on update and here it is. We have only the name. And let's move on with the next one. We can clone this one because we are going to use similar steps. So that will save us a little bit of time when we're trying to create rules. Because the first part of the logic to start filtering the information is the same. So for example, in here, we are going to replace this one, get row containing text. Instead of name, we are going to copy and paste phone. And there it is. We have the piece of information we need. Now we just need to replace this part as well. Click on update. And we have the phone as well. It's always important to give the rule a name, so we know the pieces of information that are being extracted with this one. This is the logic that we can follow to extract all the pieces of information inside of the document. So I'm going to work on a few more rules, and we are going to keep reviewing how to extract more complex information in the following video. So thank you for watching this. This is a quick walk through how to extract pieces of information from your order fulfillment. And of course, you will be able to see the results in your parsed output inside of your inbox. So if you have any questions, any comments, you can leave it in the comment section in our video. So thank you so much. Bye bye.